Okay, this time we're going to use the TI-83 or 84. This is the 83 Silver, 83 Plus Silver edition to do some time value of money. We're not going to cover where the numbers come from. I'm just going to show you how to put them in the calculator and get answers. Um, Also, what you can see on the screen is an old quiz. Too bad they didn't have that one in the spring. I'm sure they would have really liked that. But anyway, we're just going to go through. It's got the numbers, the inputs to the calculator, and the solutions are in yellow. And I'll kind of tell you what the problem's doing as we go through. But the main thing is just how to use this thing. So, first, we would want to turn it on. Now, first problem, we have a $100 present value, 8, okay, all that stuff. Now, on the TI-83 or 84, you should have an apps button. Push apps and finance comes up. Your calculator probably has a whole list of things, but finance will still be number one. So you're just going to hit enter, and actually you're going to hit enter twice because we want the TVM, time value of money solver, to come up. And there you go. In the I percent, present value, payment, future value. First time you do this, they'll all be zero. If you've played with it or someone else has used it, it's probably got numbers in it. That's okay. You have to override everything anyway. And you'll notice down here, this is for payments per year and compounding per year. They will start out, they should be set at 1. If they're not at 1, change them. Just put the cursor down there and change them. And it'll be in the end mode for annuities. To change the begin and end, pretty simple. Okay, so let's do the first one. Now, it doesn't matter what order, but since on this calculator you can see that they already have a preset order, we'll just kind of follow theirs. So for N in this problem, it was 60 years, so you're going to put in 60. We type 60, then hit the down arrow or whatever. We're going to the next one. The I, it's in percent, so you're just going to put the 8, not 0.08. So we've got 8. And as we go down, our present value in this problem turns out to be 100. Okay, we don't have a payment, so it needs to be set at 0. Anything that you're not using will need to be set at 0. Now, to solve, to get the future value in this problem, put the cursor on whatever it is you want to solve. And then you're going to do the green alpha button, which should be just below the shift or second key. Hit alpha, and then at the bottom, solve, which you can't really read there, but on your calculator you should be able to see it. So alpha solve or alpha enter gives you the number, 10,125.71. That's how hard it is. To do another one, you just go. So the second one, we have 1 million for the future value. So we're on future value right now. You just start typing. Now there's no commas with the TI, so you got to kind of be careful. But 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1 million is the future value. We can just scroll up to N, 20 for N, and then go down to the interest is 6. Then in this problem, we want the present value. So even though there's a number there, just put the cursor on present value, do the alpha enter again, and there it is. Okay, 311,804. Now, the next problem is non-annual compounding, which we may or may not have covered that by the time you looked at this, but that's fine. This problem happens to be compounded quarterly, and we're not going to change the settings on the calculator, the P/Y or the C/Y at the bottom, for numerous reasons that I'll cover in class, but for one of them, there's really no need to. In this problem, we need to get to 15,000. So 15,000 is our future value. So we'll go down to future value, type in 15,000. The interest rate is 5%, but again, it's compounded quarterly. So we're going to go up to the interest on this one, and it's quarterly, so 5% is always annual. You divide it by the number of periods, so 5 divided by 4 periods per year, and then just go to N. When you go to N, the calculator, if you'll notice, it makes the calculation. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to recognize it. And then finally for N, it's 6 years, but there are 4 quarters in a year, so 6 times 4 is N, or 24. We're going to go down to the present value. That's what we want. And we'll just do alpha solve. And 11,132.96. Okay, we can do number 4 for fun. Go back, we're on present value, so 5,000 is the present value. I is it's daily compounding, so 7% divided by 365. Probably not a number you want to do in your head. And then just go up to n, and we have 15 years times 365 days a year. And put the cursor back down to future value and just do alpha, solve it. 14,286.82, there it is. Okay. Now this fifth problem, the last one that we're going to do in this video, because otherwise you'll be asleep. We're investing at 7% monthly, and we want the number of years. We're solving for n. Well, when you solve for n or solve for I, you have to have a negative into the calculator. And since in this problem there is only a present value and a future value, it does not matter which one is negative. But one has to be negative, one has to be positive. So we'll just do it in order here. I is good grammar. 7 divided by 12 is I. We'll go down to present value. Now, to make a number negative, I don't recommend that you use the minus key. Use the minus in parentheses. So we're going to use that one first. So a negative 20,000. And our future value is the other number. It will be 80,000. So 80,000. And we want the number of periods. So we're going to go to n. We'll alpha, enter that one. So 238.34 is months, because it is a monthly rate going in. You're going to get the number of months coming out. Now, to convert that to years, since you have 12 months in a year, you're going to divide by 12. Well, if you just scroll the cursor to the end, you can just divide it by 12 right there, and then hit enter. And there it is, 19.86, and that is in years. So it's very simple to use. Every problem's the same. Payments just add another spot, but it still works the same. So hopefully this will get you through if you're at home working on problems, can't remember how to do them, or you're just kind of reading ahead or listening ahead. And hopefully you'll be up for speed, because I'm sure we'll have a quiz very soon. So good luck.